right, y'all. I can't hold my mule. I'm sorry. I went and did all the stuff I needed to do. Got me a Red Bull, and I'm back. I did not plan on doing no other show tonight. I called myself trying to just get one early and out the way, but I'm back. And y'all got to tell me what y'all think. I'm going to say my piece, but I'm willing to open up the lines and everything, and we can talk about this all night. But I'm going to tell you this. Let me give a disclaimer right now. To those of you that may be watching this on the replay, to those of you that may be watching this the next day or whatever the case may be, you can go on right now with all your play the video. I'm going to play this motherfucking video a few times, and then I'm going to break this shit down. That's all I got to say. So make sure your ass that you motherfuckers that's going to come here later, it takes so long to play the video. Why didn't he just play the video? Play the video. Motherfucker, it's a commentary. It says it in the title, so I'm going to need you to shut the fuck up and get the fuck out my face, Blue. All I need you to do is spin record and watch this goddamn video. Here we go.
Denzel, Macbeth, loved it. I love the part where it said, King Lear don't got nothing on me. Y'all gotta see it, it's really good. You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win. He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Great fucking joke. Great fucking joke.
That was a nice one. Okay.
Yes, it was.
I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Exactly.
My wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay.
Wow.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
One more time.
I'm out here. Richard. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
She's bald-headed, like G.I. Jane. Great joke.
That was a nice one.
Wasn't a fucking bring down the house, Bernie Mac, but good joke.
Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
My wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to.
Now, here's my thing. If this was Larry Hoover, if this was Jeff Ford, if this was if this was Mickey's Cobra, if this was any other nigga, I believe it was real. I'm saying that right now. I think it was real. But if this was any other nigga that I knew was a tough ass tooth chipper, I would be cool. My first point with this is, how come he didn't do this shit or say this shit to August Alsina? The nigga who was fucking the shit out your wife with a fucking elephant trunk, you ain't had this kind of energy for this nigga. But now that your punk ass is on motherfucking national fucking TV at the fucking Oscars, and because this nigga made a joke about your wife, nigga, you gonna get up and smack this nigga on TV? I don't think it's fake. Y'all that think it's fake, that's fine. That shit's real to me. I done watched the shit about 20 times, goddammit. That's a real motherfucking slap. Tell you that right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to do one even better for you, and I'm going to put the shit on a motherfucking quick-ass little loop. That motherfucker slapped the shit out that nigga. Well, he didn't get all face, but he definitely got in there. Definitely got in there. He definitely got in there. He got a piece of it. All I'm saying is this. The fact that you then do this and then you come back with the keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Nigga, I'm looking for Will Smith. I'm looking for Will Smith. If I see Will Smith anywhere, the first thing I gotta say to him, fuck I Am Legend, fuck Ali, fuck the Fresh Prince, fuck the Fresh Prince reboot. I want to talk about your wife bald head. Now let me tell y'all this. All y'all motherfuckers are telling she got alopecia. She can have cancer. If you that sensitive about your wife and you that sensitive about your head, stay your punk ass at home. You out your fucking mind if you think can't nobody say nothing about your wife. Who the fuck this nigga think he is? And any motherfucker that's sitting there talking about, no, fuck that, that shit was right. That shit was right. He was standing up for his woman. Let me tell you something. Unless a motherfucker come to my door talking shit about my wife, they can say what the fuck they gonna say. Them words. Words are words, nigga. Sticks and stones may break my bones. But words can never hurt me. Nigga, you done lost your mind if you think that this shit was okay. I ain't gonna even get into the whole black man on black man. To all y'all niggas that say black on black crime is a fucking myth. You tell me the last time a white motherfucker done got slapped on the motherfucking Oscars by another white motherfucker. I'll wait. That right there was the epitome. I'm telling you right now. Will Smith, if you watching this, if you seeing this live, nigga, not only did you embarrass yourself as a man, nigga, you look like a whole bitch. That shit that women do. You go and now you go. Now my thing is this. If you wanted that smoke, you would have stood there, nigga, like, yeah, now what's up? If you really wanted that smoke. You don't smack a mother. You smack a motherfucker, you challenging me to a duel, nigga. Let's do it. 10 paces. Back to back. I go 10 that way. You go 10 that way. We turn around and see what happens. The fact that this dude did this whole ass shit and he did this shit to Chris Rock, and this is a nigga, these niggas know each other. Nigga, you think you really standing on some shit now? Boy, this is what I was just saying in my other show. This is exactly what I was saying. This is that fairy tale bullshit. This that too much TV shit. That's all I'm saying. Motherfuckers get out. That's all I'm saying. That and my thing is, you think that this shit is sweet and that shit, oh, he's standing up for his wife. Nigga, if that nigga was out in the streets and some nigga said that bitch ass nigga wouldn't say shit and wouldn't do shit. Except for, hey man, I'm just with my wife, man. Just let us go on, man. We just passing through. If that nigga was at the airport, if that nigga was at the club, and there was some real niggas talking shit to him or about his wife, he wouldn't do shit. Will Smith ain't no fucking tooth chipper. Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple. This nigga did some coward ass shit. You smack this nigga on national TV, nigga, you ain't no real nigga. Plain and simple. If that nigga wanted that smoke, he would have stood there or he would have saw that nigga afterwards and dusted him and kept on going. You don't go and do no shit like that. I'm just telling you. You just don't. And I get the fact that these some rich niggas, and hey, I get that. Yes, I ain't no rich nigga. I'm a broke nigga. I'm a poor nigga. But I'm telling you right now, this shit that he did was some of the hoest shit ever. Nigga, your wife has embarrassed you and treated you like a super cuck since, nigga, she been out. Ever since she stopped fucking Tupac, nigga, she been treating your ass like a cuck and like a bitch. And now you gonna get tough with Chris Rock at the award show? Really? Come on, man. Come on, man. That shit is whack as fuck. All these niggas, and I'm telling you right now, I know all the pro-blacks. I know all these hood rat bitches gonna all be talking about, that's right, Will Smith, that's right, he's standing up for his woman, yeah, Will Smith. Yup, you right, but let that nigga be up on against some real niggas, and that nigga ain't gonna do shit. Yes, I think the nigga slapped him. The nigga swung on him, slapped him. My thing is this. everybody else is saying, the people that believe it, believe it. The people that think it's fake, they saying a motherfucker is doing this to improve the ratings of the motherfucking show. What the fuck ever. Ain't no motherfucker gonna do. If niggas is doing this to get ratings, then that even makes it even worse. But I don't believe that. I believe this nigga tried. He took some motherfucking. He had an extra spoonful of Wheaties today, and he felt like he was on some tough shit. Because in the beginning, you can see he was laughing. And I'm telling you, the joke was fucking on point. He noticed it, he dropped it, he moved on. He didn't ride on the bitch. He didn't keep going. He didn't hit her with the Red J from motherfucking, he didn't hit her with the Reggie Warrington from motherfucking Nutty Professor. He didn't do the, shall I get him? He didn't do that. She was sitting there, her head is fucking shaved, looking just like Demi Moore did in G.I. Jane. He then sees it as a comedian. G.I. Jane Part 2, looking forward to it. Everybody's like, all right, she got this little bullshit ass look on her face, and now I promise you, this bitch is gonna go to the red table and act like she's the most hurt bitch ever. I promise you that. Y'all can look forward to that. But then he moved on. Will Smith then gets up, walks up to this man on the fucking Oscars, on national fucking TV, and slaps him to what end? Walks back, sits back down, and then gets motherfucking tough and swells up. Keep your wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Yeah. Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. I'm telling you like this. There ain't no justification. Ain't no motherfucking, oh, well, I see why he did that. I would. No, bullshit to the back. Because motherfuckers have said worse. And if somebody would have did that shit, if a white motherfucker would have got up and slapped Will Smith ass, or if a white bitch would have got up and slapped Jada, niggas would have lost their fucking mind. And my thing is, to all you motherfuckers that's cool with this shit, it's funny how when a black man fucks up another black man, don't nobody give no fuck. That was some hoe ass shit. That was straight up whole ass shit. Nigga, you ain't gonna bust a motherfucking grape. And like all you motherfucking ghetto ass niggas be talking about, where was that same energy with August Alsina? Where was that same energy with the entanglement? Ain't none of you niggas gonna say that shit, now is you? Nope, because she was being a hoe, and you hoes condone hoism. Y'all motherfuckers was behind that bitch 1,000% with that. Will Smith should have came home and did that shit to Jada when all them pictures and all that shit got released. That's what he should have did. Instead of sitting there, oh, I'm gonna get you back. Oh, y'all remember that, don't you? Y'all remember when I did this show about that shit? He was sitting there, oh, I'm gonna get you back. Like a bitch, I'm gonna get you back. Nigga, please. Hit that nigga with the show enough. I'm gonna have to get that shit on here. Nigga, please. That shit was totally uncalled for. Out of pocket, unprofessional, all that shit. This nigga ain't shit. Will Smith is a bitch. I know I'm just a broke ass nigga, but tell him I said that. You a hoe ass nigga, Will. You did some bitch shit. And I bet you after you did it, you sitting there now thinking you a tough guy. Nigga, everybody know you ain't tough. Plain and simple. Because I'm telling you right now, and all y'all niggas know it, if that nigga was out in them streets and a motherfucker said some sideways shit, that nigga ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all ain't never heard about Will Smith clapping back. Y'all ain't never heard Will Smith about slapping motherfuckers. Y'all ain't never heard Will Smith getting, and that's why Chris Rock he didn't even expect it. Like, I know this nigga ain't on that. That's why all he said, and I will say this, shout out to Chris Rock for not turning it into a straight up nigga event. Oh, I know you agree with this, NC, because you a hoe ass nigga. I get that. Keep it moving. But what I'm saying is I salute Chris Rock for not turning it into an all out nigga event. And I'm telling you right now, there's some old motherfuckers, some old white motherfuckers sitting back saying, see, this is why we don't need to have niggers at the awards. We don't need to give them, let them have their fucking BT awards, let them have their fucking Source awards and their fucking Soul Train awards and their hoodies with Steve Harvey, and that's it. We need to ban these niggers from these fucking award shows. That's exactly what some old ass white producer is saying. That's why I would never have done it. That's all I'm saying. How the fuck you think that this shit is cool in any shape, form, or fashion? Oh, you said you agree with me, fool? Oh, well, I'm so used to you being on that dumb shit, nigga. So what? That's all I'm saying. This shit here, nigga, is fucking ridiculous. This is why, what do they say? This is why we can't have nice things. This is why niggas can't go, you can't take niggas nowhere. Because his inner bitch won and made him act a fucking fool. That's exactly what happened here. His inner feminine side took over. His over estrogen ass went and did this stupid shit, and he fucking embarrassed himself. And like I said, I don't give a fuck if she got cancer. I don't give a fuck if she got HIV. I don't give a fuck if she got lupus. I don't give a fuck if she got alopecia. I don't give a fuck if she was just doing some method acting. It should not matter. It should not fucking matter. His intention was him doing his job. He's at the fucking Oscars, and his job is what? I am a comedian. I tell jokes. I make jokes. That's what the fuck I do. Bitch, if you don't want nobody to say shit about your motherfucking short, bald head ass, take your punk ass to the back of the fucking theater, take your ass to the fucking balcony, or stay your black ass at home. She looked at, Mo, she looked at that nigga like, you gonna let her get away with that? She gave him that, I'm hurt. And Will, dun 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 dun. August Alsina should have got up there and slapped the shit out of, I'd have accepted that. If you'd have let August come up there and get tough with him, I know August, he a little off and got mental issues, so I'd have accepted that. Two $20 million movie making niggas up there embarrassing themselves. Well, I'm sorry, Chris Rock didn't embarrass himself, but this nigga went ahead and just embarrassed himself. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. All you motherfuckers that think that shit is cool, you are a dumbass. And this is the reason why we cannot have nice things. That's all I'm saying. There's no justification for any of that. If he wanted to shout and be like, hey man, chill, that would have been it. At the most, what he could have said if he felt offended is to say that, man, hey man, chill, bro. Chill, bro. That's if you offended. But nigga, you sit in front row. You got to take what the show brings. You got to take what the show brings. A comedian is going to do a comedian's job. I tell jokes. I tell jokes about people, situations, things, current events, things that are political. That's what I do. That's what I do. So how you think that you immune for that, and that you think that if somebody say something you don't like, you get to go put hands on them? You better hope, boy, if we in that type of world now, I feel sorry for motherfuckers. Because if somebody can get their ass slapped by the way they said something because of what they said, then that means they can get slapped by the way they look. I ain't like the way you look, nigga. I ain't like the way you smiled at me. Or you didn't smile when I walked in, nigga, so that's why I slapped your ass. That's fucking ridiculous. There's no excuse for what he did. And anybody that's trying to justify it or whatever, like I said, I'll open up the lines and we can motherfucking get it cracking, and that's fine, and y'all can say y'all piece. I'm just getting my shit out right now. What that motherfucker did was inexcusable. It was not only disrespectful, but it was a fucking, It was a bad look for niggas, period. That's all it was. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that two $20 million niggas can't fucking behave themselves. And this, I mean, well, Chris Rock behaved himself. Let me stop that. That this $20 million movie nigga can't behave himself. Can't hold his motherfucking mule for motherfucking a show. If he was really upset and felt disrespected, at best, he could have been like, hey man, chill. Or get your ass up, get your wife, and walk out. That would have said a hell of a statement. If he'd have got his wife, I'm like, come on, baby, we out of here. And we leaving. That would have made a bigger statement, and that would have gotten the damn, I'm sorry, bro. The apology that you may have wanted or the respect that you felt you would do, that would have motherfucking made the statement. Get up and be a gentleman and fucking leave. Instead of being a nigga and going up and swinging on this man. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. That shit is fucking ridiculous. We gotta stop this stupid, he hurt my feelings shit. We gotta stop this thing where we don't want people to fucking say words. It's words. That's ridiculous. Hey, man, if you can't take words, stay your ass home. If words get you to the point where you got to get physical, stay your ass at home. You don't need to come to the Oscars. You don't need to come to the Emmys. You don't need to come to the American Music Awards. You don't need to come to shit. You need to stay your ass at home and watch that shit from your big red table and shut the fuck up. Because I bet you if I saw somebody in the chat put motherfucking Mike Tyson, he wouldn't have did that shit. Hell no, he wouldn't have. I pray that Mike Tyson becomes a comedian. Because I know not damn motherfucker will come up and do what the fuck he just did. Because Mike told that motherfucker, you remember when that dude talked shit to Mike? What did Mike say? Yo, you a piece of shit. You a piece of shit, man. And that dude was like, come on, Mike, come on. He didn't get jiggy with it, did he? Pun intended. He did not get jiggy with it, did he? If Mike Tyson was standing up there saying, yeah, nah, the nominees for Best Supporting Actress, hey, Jada, I look forward to seeing you in G.I. Jane 2. It's going to be ludicrous. I bet you if he'd have said that, Will Smith would have sat his ass right there and be like, boy, that Mike sure is funny. I see you, Mike. Go ahead now, bro. That's all he would have said. Because he wouldn't have got up there and swung on Mike Tyson like that. Because Mike would have did one of these motherfuckers and hit him with that 6'4". He'd have hit him with that shit. It's fucking bullshit, man. I'm going to play this shit one more again. Let's go. Let me take the let me do the reset on it. Get some more.
Wow.
Just so you can get the gist of it, and I'm gonna set the show up so y'all want to call in.
Macbeth. Loved it. I love the part where it said King Lear don't got nothing.
Shout
on
out
me.
to my man UFO. Hit your boy with the 100 piece. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Y'all gotta see it. It's really good. You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win.
And if you're watching this, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that cash app, man.
Jada,
good
I love you.
commentary.
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
There's the joke. He's laughing. She got the gas. She got the I just ate ass face. See that? He's laughing. Do you see this bitch? Like, who the fuck do she think she is? Like, this bitch is just beyond reproach. The nerve of these niggas, man. It's like, come on, dude. He could have went in and could have been like, hey, no August tonight? Is August with you guys tonight? I know y'all like a serious throuple. That would have been low blow, hitting below the belt, gut check. Then I would have expected Will Smith to pull out one of them long ass that gun the Joker had in the first Batman. I'd expect him to pull out that Jack Nicholson 38 and pull that long motherfucker out and be like, boom. But come on. That shit was good timing, and that was a joke, and he moved on. That was it. Bitch, you look like G.I. Jane Part 2. Just saying. It's like, he like, come on.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here.
And moved past it. He moved past it immediately. I'm moving on. Now.
Richard? Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
I'm just saying, how do you just get away with that? Man, look, I get it. This is the difference between being a broke nigga like myself and a rich nigga. Because a rich nigga can do that. I got fuck you money. I'm gonna be fine. I'll sue. He hit him with the Rocky V. Touch me and I'll sue. He hit him with that. I get it. This is why broke niggas can't never host the fucking Oscars. Cause I would have tackled that motherfucker like Ray Lewis, and I'd have gave his ass an illegal hit, blocking the back, bitch, and I'd have turned his ass over and gave him some of these. Like, let's get it. This is ridiculous, dude.
Out your fucking mouth.
And now he loud talking.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Now let me explain. Well, I'm gonna let this go.
My wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm good.
Now, to white folks, let me explain something to y'all, because this is real nigga education that you about to get. Let me explain something to you. Loud talking by tough niggas is done face to face, not 40 feet away. A nigga that's loud talking ain't gonna do that shit that fucking far away. If I'm a loud talk your ass, I'm gonna do it close enough and within range to where you can see what the fuck I mean, and I'm gonna stand there with that action. If I'm thug clapping, when I be like, keep my wife name out your fucking mouth, I would have did that face to face. Real nigga. If I'm a real nigga, I'm doing that face to face. If I'm the real thug ass nigga that I'm trying to be right now, I would have went up there, smacked that nigga, and been like, hey, my man, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. You hear me? Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. And that would have been the end of it. Then I would have gave him the opportunity to square up. Like, nigga, what? That's what I thought. And then I walked off. You doing that little old man slap with the slip on the foot because you got them smooth bottom shoes on, them bowling shoes, and then walking back and loud talking, that's the sign of a whole ass nigga. All niggas that know that's from the streets, all the niggas that's from the hood, y'all know what I'm talking about to be true. Nigga, you don't loud talk no nigga riding off in the car. You don't loud talk no nigga 100 yards away. You don't loud talk no nigga once you done did your little slap and then ran back 15, 20 feet. Now you keep my name and go fucking now. Nigga, you a bitch, a whole bitch. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. You don't do that shit if you a real nigga. And y'all know I ain't lying.
Out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
And what the fuck does Lupita have on her head? I can't let that go. I can't hold my mule. Is that a motherfucking top hat made out of weave? What the fuck is that? Is them shit locks Reggie? God damn. And got some old 1970. I mean, she took all the rhinestones out of the fucking Michaels. The Joann's fabric. Ain't not a single rhinestone left in Joann's fabrics when Lupita left the store. I'm just saying. That looked like a top hat. made out of weave. It does, don't it? But let's go.
My wife's name out your fucking mouth!
I'm going to, okay?
And Chris Rock, hell of a restraint move, bro. Because I'd have been like, nigga, walk your ass back up here. Walk your ass back. Matter of fact, let's go to commercial break. And I'd have seen me hitting that bow tie. Like, yeah, nigga, who the fuck you think? That's the fuck out of done. But if Will Smith would have smacked me like that, I would have just been like, ooh, Will, I'm gonna sue your motherfucking ass. And after I sue your ass, nigga, I'm gonna whoop your ass after I get this settlement. But right now, I'm hurt, I can't remember nothing, and I'm scared. That's what I would have did. But I'm whooping your ass, Will, when this shit is all over. But let's go.
Okay. That was
he can't believe it.
Greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
He can't believe it, dude.
So we are here to give a documentary out, to give an Oscar out for Best Documentary. Now, the beauty of documentaries, because they make you, when you watch one, you feel smart. Like you watched them, like, like you read a book or something. But all you really did was get high and watch Netflix. So here we go. Here we go. Denzel, Macbeth, loved it. I love the part where it said, King Lear don't got nothing on me.
See? He hit up Denzel. Denzel did Macbeth. Hit him with the, hey, he tied in the training day with King Lear ain't got shit on me. Get it? Ha ha ha. Funny. I get it. And he moved right along. This is what you call working the room. Lights, house lights are up. I can see everybody. This is what I'm paid the big bucks to do.
Y'all gotta see it. It's really good. You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win.
He hit him up.
Praying that Will
him and his wife.
Wins. Like, please, Lord.
My man is doing
Jada,
his job.
I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
What else do you want? And he's laughing. This lets you know he a bitch. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. Come on, man. Come on, man. I will say this. Thank God it wasn't Kevin Hart that did it, because he probably would have broke Kevin Hart's jaw. Kevin Hart's a little guy. He'd hurt him. But Kevin Hart do be working out, so he might have had some of that little man strength on him. It could have gave him a little low to the ground, low center of gravity tussle. I don't know. But I'm just saying, he gave him the props. He gave him the respect. It was like, Jada, love you. Can't wait for G.I. Jane 2. Letting you know it ain't no hard feelings. These just jokes. If you can't take this shit, don't sit your ass up front. When the Oscars give you your tickets, sit your ass in the back and say, nah, we need to trade these, and we're going to sit in the back. We're going to go ahead and sit in the trailer, and we're going to watch it there. That's what you need to do. I just put the link in the description box, and I just hit it in the chat. If somebody else want to tell me what their thoughts are about it, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and say, hey, the shit was real, and he was bogus as fuck for doing what he did. The shit was unprofessional, shit was uncalled for, and it was embarrassing. The fact that another black man doing this shit on national TV at the fucking Oscars, and he acting like now he's a tough guy, man, get the fuck on. Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit. You on straight bullshit, bro. But I'm going to go ahead and try to bring in a few people, and then we're going to wrap it on up and get on up out of here, man. Let me see here who I got. And you know what? I just thought about it. I need to make sure that I ain't going to be no fuck shit. So I'm going to make sure I do it like this. Black man doing this shit. Tight. Make sure that when you, I'm going to put you on mute real quick, but make sure that you are only watching the StreamYard and not the YouTube. You got to turn off the YouTube altogether. Mute it or turn it off, because I'll get the feedback. So just make sure that you do that. And I'm going to set this up, and we're going to do this here, and hopefully I won't get no troll that's gonna do some old fuck shit. All right, go ahead, Westside Cooley.
How you doing there, man? Much respect, man. Much respect to the show, man. The broadcast here. I tell you, man, it's sad in history, man. Will Smith is the ultimate simp of
Yes,
all simps.
I agree.
I mean,
I
it's
agree.
sad. It's sad. And
Yeah,
you see how his wife Jada has disrespected him indirectly and directly.
exactly.
Look how she's controlling the narrative. She is a demonic feminist witch, and Will being the simp person who needs help, he needs mental help. He don't know what to do. So what does he do? He lashes out on somebody he thinks he can get over with or whatever like that. And my thing is, the joke wasn't even that bad. I do believe this is real. I don't think this was some stage Hollywood type mess or nothing like that. Especially, you can see the frustration. You can see how lost he is. And this is
Yes.
what happens when men marry these women that are not good. You know, basically, again, these demonic witches, feminists, weird. They've been with everybody, hoeing and cheating. This is what happens. So finally, he's bursted open with holding it all in, and he bursted open on Chris Rock, who really didn't even disrespect her. It was a joke.
Exactly. That's
If
my
he'd
whole
said,
thing.
yeah, if he'd have said, yeah, she was with her, and I could maybe get a little bit of that. But he talked about the hair, whether she's got alopecia or not. Who cares?
He don't know. And right, he don't know.
Right.
He doesn't know. Like, come
Right.
on, man. And if he
Right.
did, it's a joke. His intention was not to offend her or as motherfuckers say, drag her. That wasn't his intention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just crazy. And I look at Will, and this gets more to conspiracy. I don't want to get too far off the show. Let me know, but you know his connection with Quincy Jones, and I look at the whole thing with him and Tupac and the Jada thing. And if y'all know what happened with Tupac and the Quincy Jones thing and his daughter and Jada, did Will have anything to do with that? Because I always said Will need to be looked at that whole Tupac death too. Because I look at his behavior, how jealous and weird and insecure he is. Who knows what he's capable of? What he would do to protect his family or his name, or somebody hurt him, or like you said, it was words. You know, so y'all need to look at this guy too, because this, as men or as so-called black men, whatever you guys, it was not a good look at all. He needs to be.
Yeah, well, I won't go as far as throwing his name in the conspiracy bucket for killing Pac, but I will say that his behavior was totally uncalled for, unprofessional. Like, dude, your brand is worth too much to be doing that. And if your girl can put the cables on you to do that, then that just goes to show really what kind of man you really are. That's all. And that's my thing. It's like, dude, and it's like Jada ain't no phenomenal woman. She ain't no amazing woman that just got her shit together. You can clearly see from her content that she's put out, she is a damaged, broken woman, period. And the fact that you got somebody like that leading you with that type of mental baggage, with that type of history, it's a bad look for you all the way around, dude. The fact that she was able, because you can clearly see him laughing, and then all of a sudden now he turns tough guy once he see his wife ain't laughing because she don't want nobody to say nothing to her or about her. That's bullshit.
And could you imagine being Will Smith with money, the look, and being mad and wanting to kill your whole career over this thing we call Jada Smith? Could you imagine all the women you have access to? You want to get mad over that? I mean, you got to be
I said that when the whole August Alsina thing came out. Like, dude, the fact that this is your wife, and the fact that she's willing to make you look bad like that and embarrass you like that, and don't even give you nothing as basic, simple as an apology. She literally made an excuse for the whole thing. I don't get it. But I will say this: when you're dealing with cucks, this is what they like. They do like this. They like the shaming. They like to be embarrassed. They do like all that. So if that's his thing, more power to him. But I would tell you like this: this wasn't no man move. This was a super simp extravaganza. I'll give you your last word, bro.
Hey, I just want to say, man, you can't marry these women that have been out there with every type of dude or woman or pet, whatever these crazy women are nowadays. You have to marry a woman if you're gonna get married. A woman that has good morals, that can cook, that can clean, that has a low body count, preferably a virgin if that's possible. But that's crazy nowadays, I guess. But you cannot marry these used, weird, extremist, leftist, liberal, weird women like this because they will get you in some stuff. And you see what Will's going through. He don't know how to react to it. And again, men, know when to say no and know when to cut loose. Much respect to the show.
Real talk. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
You too.
All right, let's go to the next person. Go ahead, bro. Gotta make I don't know this cat, so hopefully this guy ain't gonna do nothing weird. It look like he having some technical difficulties, so I'm gonna skip on and go on here. Go ahead, give me your thoughts.
How you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing?
I'm doing great. First live I came to was somebody keep it 100% real, using your common sense.
Yo.
What I think about the whole thing is we know Hollywood is Holly weird. They all have things that they do, and I'm looking at this as being some type of humiliation ritual for what Jada done in the past. Do you believe that these people get up here, these comedians get up here, and actually these people don't know exactly what they're going to say?
I don't believe so. I believe that this is Chris Rock is a great comedian, first of all.
Yeah.
And I
definitely.
think that what he was doing is what most really good comedians are able to do, which is what I said earlier as far as being able to work the room. You can clearly see that he went around, and yes, he knew about the movies and stuff, but I'm quite sure that he may not have seen Jada, but he was able to put it together, and he's quick with it. So he was able to just do that. And that's why I said it wasn't a thing where he like wrote a piece about her and was doing like a mini stand-up on her. It wasn't like that. He literally had worked the room. He hit Denzel, he hit the husband and wife, the couple, and then he hit Jada and was literally on to the next joke. He was literally working it and was going to the next joke, and then Will got up doing the dumb shit. So it wasn't a thing to where I believe that he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to say this and I'm going to put this on Jada and I'm going to say that. I don't believe that. I believe that him and his comedic genius and his savvy, he was able to work the room like most comedians that are very good at what they do. They can do that.
Right. Yeah, it's just awful weird how he would get to such an event like this, an Oscar, and just do something like this.
Now he's a tough guy. He's
put all his business out there. I mean, the red table talk, all that stuff. They just blast their business out there. And you mean to tell me he's just going to get in a heated moment and go up there and slap that man in the face like that?
Exactly.
And not get charged for it? I mean, any regular person, by law, you hit somebody, you got to go to jail.
Yep. I would say this. Chris Rock should sue him, and whatever they settle for out of court, he should just donate it and give it to me because I'm doing such a great job. That's what I would hope that Chris would do. I really do. I would hope that Chris Rock is able to watch this on a replay somewhere and will sue Will Smith, and whatever they decide on the settlement, he would just send it my way. You see who I am, Chris Rock. I appreciate you. But
after they do the settlement, they're going to agree that it was just a joke. That's going to be the next step.
Hey, whatever. So you believe that it was real, and you believe that Chris Rock was out of pocket? I mean, that Will Smith was out of pocket with it.
My first thing that it wasn't real. Okay. And then I'm on the other hand, if it was real, I'd say that this was all set up because of what Jada done in the past. These people do humiliation rituals all the time, and it'll take them some time to do it. And I feel like it was intentional.
But see,
this wouldn't be a thing because they just don't go up there and allow them just to say anything.
This wouldn't be a thing to humiliate Will, though. This would be a thing to where she just didn't like what Chris said.
And they knew that she wasn't going to like it.
Because you see, he's laughing.
Right.
And then she the one with the gas face. She's sitting there with the he didn't. I just know he didn't.
Completely,
and then that shifted Will. Yeah. And now Will is now fucking tough guy, Tony Soprano, and he walking up just slapping motherfuckers now.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
out of nowhere. And then gonna talk shit like you said later, all the way back in his seat.
Exactly. Like, who you don't do
It just
that.
made
Tough
no
guys
sense.
don't do that. That's all.
No.
Go ahead with your last word.
Well, basically, that's all I have. And I said this is the first live I came to. I hear everybody else making up these excuses because they so celebrity bound. I'm just not that like that. I call it the way it is. Period. I don't care much about celebrities and stuff like that. But I seen it, and you called it the way I felt it was. It was just totally ridiculous, and there's no excuse for it. I think he should be in jail right now. That's what I think. I don't give a shit who he is.
Yep, I agree. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
That's what's
all right.
up.
You take care.
You too. Later.
All
right. Let's see. Let's go to the Loving Homes.
Hi. Yeah, this is my first time. But yeah, I was going through other people's YouTubes, and they talking about, oh, she got alopecia, oh this, and I said I really don't give a f what she got, because I feel like Will, he was trying to transform into his inner Tupac, and he thinking that this was going to win Jada over, when it made him just look like a complete fool, and I'm just saying. I'm just saying to myself, I said to me, to me, I said, what would turn me on? They talking about these women gonna say, oh, if my man don't support me like Will did Jada, I'm like, girl, that's a turn off. I said, my man, I would say my man could laugh at it, right? That would have turned me on, laugh at it, and he could have dealt with that behind the scenes.
Exactly.
For you to punch Chris, that made me respect Chris even more, to laugh that crap off, even though he was a complete shock. But nothing about that turned me on, and I'm a woman, so I'm saying to myself, what is so cute about this? Nothing.
Exactly. And I think Will Smith was sitting there, and when Jada had that look on her face, I think Will Smith has probably done what he always have been doing since he's been with her. He's been like, what would Tupac do? What would Tupac do? What would Tupac do? What would Pac do in this situation, Will?
Exactly.
I go up and slap her. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go slap Chris Rock. And that's what he went and did. That's the only thing I can think of as far as just for Will, because Will was laughing. And once he saw Jada was mad, he was like, oh shit, I got to do something. What would Tupac do? Tupac would get up and go slap him.
Exactly. I'm like, it's a better way you could have handled that, because I said, while I was looking at that, I said, okay, the reason why not Chris, but Will probably took that is because they put their life on the internet. I said Chris would not have did that. The Denzel wife, Samuel Jackson wife, any long-term marriage in Hollywood wife, because they have respect in Hollywood.
Exactly.
He would know not to go there with their wives, because he know they would F him up.
He wouldn't have went there with their wives, because ain't nobody gonna talk about Denzel's wife, because Denzel's wife ain't trying to ride Denzel coattail.
Exactly.
She has been, let's call a thing a thing. She has been riding she's been riding Will Smith's coattail since what? What was her last big movie?
Exactly. Girls Trip. That was her last big movie,
a Will Packer special, a Will Packer holiday special. Girls Trip. Let's go before that. Set It Off. Let's go before that. What's the other one? The Poet. What is it called?
I don't even know. Poetic Justice. I don't know. Whatever.
I can't even think. Somebody in the chat go tell me the other movie that she did. Jason's Lyric. There, I got it. That's it. She wasn't even a factor in the Matrix. Had it not been for Aaliyah dying, she wouldn't have even been in that. So
exactly. And I said also Ice Cube wife. I said people have respect for these men, and they know not to disrespect their wives and all that stuff, because they know they have respect and they don't carry themselves like that in the industry. But the reason why people is losing the respect for Will and Jada is because they put their freaking business out to the public to give people chances. To have opinions on their marriage. I don't care if it's an open marriage or not. People say, "Oh, they have an open marriage." I don't care.
If you want to be out there and be in the limelight, you want to be a star. You want to be out there in the flashing lights and on the red carpet and all that. That's okay, but you got to take everything that go with it. You don't get to pick and choose what people say about you in show business. Period.
Exactly.
Everybody knows that. Everybody accepts that. You don't get to do it. People talk about everybody at some point or another, especially if you ain't A-list. And she is not.
And she's not.
She is not. And I'm saying like this, even if Chris Rock would have said something about a bad Will Smith movie, it would have just said, damn, he got me, and kept going. It's not a thing to where just because I say something to you and you don't like it, are you going to get up and slap me now? That's bullshit. Go ahead with your last word.
Yes, I just want to say, like I said, all the people that's been in long-term marriages, you know, Ice Cube, all them, you know, I don't idolize nobody, but I was saying to myself, I'm not surprised by this. I'm not hurt by it. I don't feel no empathy, because I said if Jada kept her freaking mouth shut and they kept that reputation of people not knowing they have a so-called open marriage, people would respect them. They would have made a joke about Jada being bald-headed. So I'm just saying to myself, y'all are losing respect, and I don't feel no type of way about it because y'all caused this on y'allselves.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep. But thank you so much for letting me on.
I appreciate it. Have a good one. Click that like button and that subscribe button. Appreciate
it. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
But I'm going to say this. Now, everybody knows the Inquirer, the Star, TMZ, everybody and their mama would have said something or could have said something potentially. They're going to all talk about it now, but they could have said something about her head. And my point is, Will Smith wouldn't have walked his ass down to TMZ and slapped nobody. Will Smith wouldn't have took his ass to the National Enquirer and slapped nobody. Will Smith wouldn't have took his ass to Star Magazine and slapped nobody. So then, bro, what you really doing? You not about that life. So why you gonna try to pull it on the Oscars? And why you gonna try to pull it with your boy Chris? Y'all ain't best friends, but you at the very least are colleagues. Why would you do that? Do you see Matt Damon and Ben Affleck getting into it? Has Ben Affleck and Matt Damon maybe had an argument or something? I'm quite sure they probably have. Have you seen Matt Damon come up on a show and slap Ben Affleck? No. This is the shit I'm talking about, man. This shit is embarrassing, dude. Let me go ahead and get to this next person. Go ahead, Patrick.
Hey, how's it going, man? I'm Patrick. I'm a junior over at Yale University. So
Yale, Ivy League.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're going to Yale. So my whole take on this is I was actually on a phone call with my friend about this.
Okay.
He called me about it. And he was trying to defend Will. And he's saying, well, listen, man, you know, we're a big proponent of family values and protecting what the family means and having a mother and a father and kids. But Will has lost any kind of standing for family values when he has a wife that fucks around on him constantly, you know? So you don't really get to have the moral standing of going in front of America and beating some guy up and punching him in the face because, oh, he said something mean about your wife. It's like he was saying, you know, like, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Well, it looks like you, Will, had trouble keeping August out of your wife's mouth. Like, you don't get any... You don't get any moral standing, bro. And have you seen his kid? Like Jaden Smith now identifies as like, I'm not sure about your views on that, bro. But it's just like you can't say that you're like, you know, a big proponent of family values when you have some kind of like transgender fucking they them kid, you know. And it's totally ridiculous.
But my thing is this: why can't it just be whatever it is you're gonna be? I get it, that's fine, but there's no way that you should be mad at someone else's words to the point to where you go and do that, especially being on a national stage, especially being an A-list actor, especially having the brand that you have as not only just, hey, he's just not some run-of-the-mill guy. I mean, you talking about one of the top 5 black actors at best and one of the greatest actors of all time. You can't knock this dude's movie resume. You just can't. Why would you go and add this to your legacy as a moment of what?
Yeah, no, it's really sad. And also, I mean, we have a culture right now where, and you were talking about people getting mad over words. That's just kind of how we are now, where it's like words are just as bad as getting hit yourself, you know? And he's in the public eye. Like Will Smith needs to be able to take some people saying some not so nice things about him and his wife. That's a given when you're going to be in public life. And, you know, I don't really feel bad for any celebrities you know, when they go to sleep in their $1 million mansion and they drive home in their fucking Bentley or their Rolls Royce, I don't really feel bad for them if you know, boo-hoo, you got fucking made fun of. You know, like everyone gets, I get made fun of all the time, you know, and I don't hit anyone because of it, because I'm mature, you know, I'm an adult, I behave like that. And Will Smith, someone who is, you know, I've looked up to him for a while, you know, he's been a big celebrity that, you know, I've listened to his music, seen his videos. He's someone that you know, I look up to, and seeing him behave like this, it's just, well, what the hell, man, you know? I thought we believed in free speech and talking, you know, rather than just getting mad because someone made fun of you. You know, it's just it's really immature.
Yes, indeed. Well, I appreciate you stopping by, man, and giving me your thoughts on it, man. And keep hitting them books, man, and do your thing over there at Yale, buddy.
Yes, sir. God bless you, brother. Hope you have a good night.
All right, man. Thanks, man. Hit that like and that subscribe. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, let's go. Let's hit next person up. This is Keith Combo.
Oh, yeah. How you doing, Brian?
I'm good, man. Go ahead. What are your thoughts?
Okay. So I know Yale student, so I'm not finna sit up here and try to be articulate, but I'm gonna.
You ain't gotta be, man. Just do your thing.
The one thing I want to just point out was I want to see how Jada Pinkett is actually going to turn this into a section of where, like, now it's going to be a part of her show to where, like, Will can come back and say, like, hey, listen, I did this maybe out of anger because I had an abusive father. I shouldn't have did that. And now all of a sudden now she can make another 1 million views off of just embarrassing him out of this section.
Oh, this is definitely going to be easy. This is easy. She can't wait to get back to her house and get the red table talk going. I guarantee you this is coming. There's going to be a red table talk, and I don't know if she's going to be able to pull it off to where she gets Chris, which I would hope not, but at some point she's going to have her and Will. They gonna talk about this, and they're all gonna make it seem like they didn't know what I was going through. It was just a bad time for the Smith family, and we just was hurting. We didn't know what I was gonna have, or if I was gonna make it, and I was just so just torn and just so. That's what she's gonna do. She's gonna turn on the waterworks, and she's gonna make it seem like this was the worst moment of her life, and Chris Rock just came along and just put the knife in, twisted it, and then stomped her.
Now, I'm going to just take this back a little bit, too, because, for one, I know when, like, a couple hours ago when I got the text message from a couple of my guys that was like, oh, man, Will Smith just slapped Chris Rock. I was like, huh? I was like, nah, there's no way. There's just no way. Not on live TV. At least not about whatever he's thinking, even what he said. Because I don't even think Chris Rock had any malice towards the joke. Because I don't even think, like, let's just say, like, you were trying to say that Mike Tyson would have said it. Well, let's just put Kevin Hart in that place.
Yeah.
I don't think Kevin Hart even would have took that slap and just would have been like, hey, yo, listen, I'm going to take that slap and I'm going to move on with it. I think he would have wrestled with him as well, and this would have been just a huge embarrassment for us just being able to come out there on the Oscars platform that way.
But I mean, like, you're first of all, he never expected that. Because like I said, when you on that level, you got that kind of prestige, you got that kind of just that brand, you're not going to expect that. And the fact that he did it, it was shocking in the moment, but then even the after effects, it's like, well, man, what do I do? Do we get to fighting so they can be like, yeah, look what happened with these two niggas fighting on the Oscars. This is why we can't have nice things. This is why niggas don't need to be on the Oscar. You can't do it. He realized who he was. Will Smith don't know who he is. That's his problem. Will Smith too busy worried about being Jada's husband as opposed to realizing, no, I'm Will Smith and Jada's my wife. You see how that works? That's how he needs to be thinking. But he's not. He's thinking, I'm Jada Pinkett's husband. That's what he was thinking in the moment. And because she didn't like something, he didn't touch her, he didn't put his hands on her because she didn't like what he said. He lost who he was and went up there and embarrassed himself and disrespected that man, Chris Rock. He did. How dare you get mad because I made a joke on the fucking Oscars as a comedian hosting the fucking Oscars? Totally unexcusable.
And now, and I would just say this as a last part too. I just kind of thought it was funny, like when you mentioned at the end, like, oh yeah, he's getting big loud at the end, walking away, or just sitting down barking from a distance. I'm like, So wait a minute, you didn't want to do that right there when you slapped them, or you could have just did that beforehand.
Exactly.
Like, hey, I'm gonna walk up there. Like,
exactly.
who waits?
And
like,
that
you
goes
had the
to further
opportunity.
prove that it was a thing of him just being a fit. He was trying to stand up for his wife and do what she would have wanted Tupac to do, because that's what he thinking. She thinking if I was with Tupac, he'd went up there and slapped him by now. So he like, well, let me go do what Tupac would do, as opposed to saying, if you really wanted that smoke, bro, you would have stood there with him. If it was really that serious for you, if it was really that triggering for you, he would have stood right there and been like, yeah, now what's up? He would have stole on him. Mm-hmm. He would have gave a miss as opposed to a slap. How dare you, Chris Rock? That's what he did, and then walked off. You don't go and hit no man that you got beef with and hit that man and walk off and turn your back on him. You don't do that. If I really get beef with you, if I really want that smoke and we gonna get it, I'm gonna still on you, swing on you, and I'm gonna stand right there with it with the fight. I'm gonna have that Kano going like from Mortal Kombat, ready to get it cracking. That's what I'm gonna do. Go ahead with your last words.
Oh man, I appreciate your show, man. I've been rocking with your show since I was like 20, and I'm like 24 now. So man, I definitely appreciate your views, and I definitely appreciate your channel, man. Keep doing your great work, man.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate it, man. Go ahead and click that that like button. I appreciate you.
No problem.
All right, bro. All righty. Tony, you on. Go ahead, sir. What are your thoughts?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
This is my first time on the StreamYard, but hey, I like the show. I liked all the topics and the comments of the prior guests you had on the show, but I was just shocked to see that Will Smith, this guy that we see on television and we see him in all these great movies, walk up and hit the comedian like that. It was just amazing to me. And the contrast to me is you see him talking to Oprah, you see him on all these interview shows, these entertainment shows, and he seems like such a well-spoken guy, such a well-thought-out guy. And then he just goes in front of all these people at the Oscars and punches this guy. I just couldn't believe it. I was just shocked.
Now he's this tough guy all of a sudden. And my thing would be this. Let's just say Will Smith is a badass. Let's just say he is a tough guy. At the end of the day, dude, this is bad for business for you, sir. Plain and simple, because he's Will Smith. He don't have to stay relevant. He don't have to play antics. He don't have to do stuff to make sure he's in the headlines. He's Will Smith. You don't have to do that. You don't see Leonardo DiCaprio doing stunts and TikToks trying to stay relevant. I'm Leonardo DiCaprio, sir.
Yeah.
You don't see that. You don't see Matt Damon doing antics to stay relevant. He's Matt Damon.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't see it. Go ahead.
He takes these interviews, and I know he and his wife has some of these issues in their personal life, but he makes it sound so nice, like the open relationship. But then he goes up there and does something like this, and it just, to me, it makes it seem like that it's all a lie. He gets in these interviews and he sounds so nice, but his private life is messed up. So
exactly,
it's really sad. It's really shocking and sad.
Yep. Well, I appreciate your comments, man. Thank you so much, man. I hope you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Thank you so much, sir.
I'll do that. Like the show,
my man. All right, we moving through this. I like this. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, man?
Go ahead, sir. What's up? What's your thoughts?
All right. Hey, man, there were some funny things. I grew up with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air being one of my favorite shows.
Yep.
And I don't know. I've sort of been a little suspect of Will Smith after the Scientology stuff came out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then just kind of like, he was the best, man. He was so solid growing up, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And then, I don't know, like.
So, well, let me ask you this. Do you think this was fake or you think it was real?
No, I think it's real.
Okay. Do you think that it was warranted, or do you think that Will Smith was wrong for doing what he did?
Oh, fully wrong.
Gotcha.
Fully wrong. Fully wrong. I've heard a couple of people come on here and say, like, oh, his wife's done some certain things, and like, yo, dude, like that's between them. That's their thing.
True indeed.
But yeah. And I think like he knows that though. Like that's sort of their deal. Don't get obsessed with the fact that he's embarrassed, right? It seems like he's embarrassed.
Will Smith?
Yeah.
Well, my thing is this though. When you're in the limelight like you are and you're living that lifestyle, you're living the Hollywood lifestyle. If that's what you're doing, like I said earlier, you got to take the good and the bad that comes along with that. The privacy thing, what you and your wife do, if y'all have an open relationship, if
I agree with that.
cuckold, whatever that is, because there are plenty of people that do that, you got to take everything that comes along with that, even when your wife is bald head sitting at the awards when somebody makes a joke. You got to roll with it or stay home.
Bro.
Yep.
I know about bald head. Now, my thing is,
like if I said to you, hey man, I see you, can't wait for Jarhead 2 to come out, and say that, so now I gotta wait for you or one of your brothers to come and punch me in the face?
No, 100%. Hey, no, dude, I've pretty much 100% agree with, and look at me, I'm the exact opposite of what fucking Will and Jada are, right?
Yeah.
So like, and I did grow up in the hood, but it's not the same. I'm still white. But my point is like, hey man, like, dude, you know that you are in an open relationship. Like, some jokes are going to be had, especially in Hollywood. Like, you're out there. You're a comedian. Will Smith is a comedian. What was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? That was the biggest show, dude, in the 90s. Right. It was a hilarious show. It was awesome.
Yep. And that's just why he laughed, because he is a comedian too. And the only one who didn't laugh was the B-list actor who was not a comedian.
She had a bad face on her.
That was it.
And so Will was like, uh-oh.
Yep.
I don't, like, it's tough, man. It's a weird time to stick up for your wife, is what I thought.
There was a way to do it. And like I said, and just me, of course, I'm Monday morning quarterbacking this thing, but the way to do it would have been, number one, if you wanted to really make a big statement and say, no, Chris, my wife got stage 4 cancer and you fucked up, he could have got up and said, come on, baby, let me get you out of here. That's how you save your woman. You want to save your woman from that? You get up, you fix your tux, your $2,000 tux, and you say, come on, baby, we too good for this shit. I ain't gonna let nobody talk shit to you at this award show, and I ain't gonna show my ass. Let's roll.
Dude,
take my arm and we walk up out of there like king and queen, and we good.
Dude, it's not like Will Smith hasn't put himself out there for like the last 10 years, right?
Yep.
Right? I mean, we love Will Smith. Will Smith did a lot, for real.
Exactly.
And it's not like Will Smith didn't chase Jada, and it was out there that Jada didn't like Will, right?
She did.
That's a real thing. We knew that in the 90s.
Yeah, she did.
He was chasing her.
She wanted Tupac, and when Tupac died, she still wanted Tupac. 25 years later, she still wants Tupac.
Let's get real,
That's just
dog.
what it is.
We still want Tupac, but the thing is, I mean, and then they put it out there. Whatever. The thing, it's funny to me where people are like, "Oh, she's demonic." No, it's not. She's demonic. She just doesn't like being, with Will. But
I think she's with him. She's with him because he is serving a purpose. He's a resource. That's it. That's it, and that's all. So that's why she's with him. I get it. Hey, he's not the first man to get used. Won't be the last. But you should know what it is, being who you are, and you should be able to adjust yourself accordingly. Go ahead with your last word.
Maybe. All right, last word. Good job, dude. Hey, honestly, like, you were right. I mean, he should have let Chris Rock just run his jokes. They're jokes. I mean, Will Smith's supposed to be a comedian. That's how he ran his shit.
Yep.
All right, thank you, man.
Appreciate it. Hey, thanks, man. Hit that like button and that subscribe. Appreciate you.
We'll do it. Thank you.
All right. Yep. Okay, let's see. We got Tim Gaynor. Go ahead, Tim.
Hey, Brad, how you doing, man? What's going on tonight?
I'm good.
Good. Hey, listen, I know we're talking a lot about, family relationships and, what Jada's about and all that. But can we talk for a minute about how well Chris Rock handled that situation?
I said that.
You want to talk about absolute professionalism. Yep. I mean, if he wanted to, I mean, you and I mean, one Chicagoan to another, okay? Whatever happened to take it out back after the party, okay? That's what should have been done in this case, and you can't tell me that Will Smith didn't know that he was on an international stage at that moment. You can't tell me that.
Yeah.
I mean, the man was one of the nominees for Best Actor, for God's sake.
Exactly.
Okay? How do you not know that you're in front of an international audience?
He knew it, and he was good with it until he saw his wife was displeased.
And that's another thing too. Okay, I mean, look, being in the public eye, you are going to be the subject of humor, ridicule, insult, parody, whatever you want to call it. But that stuff's going to come to you.
Yep.
Okay, you got to be ready for that. And you've brought it up a bunch of times. I know several other viewers have brought it up at the same time. That if you rewatch the tape, Will's laughing at that joke.
Yes.
And then you see him turn and look at Jada. Yep. Oh, yeah, baby, I'm sorry. Let me go do something about that.
Exactly.
The professional thing to have done, and I get it. He's a Philly boy. He's from the streets. Okay, that's fine. But damn it, dude, you're in your 50s now. All right?
Man.
Have some decorum. You're being watched by millions of people. You cannot tell me that you're going to lose your shit that bad at that moment, that you're going to go off like that.
And the biggest thing about it, though, is that, we all have our moments. I get that. But my thing is, you are out of character, bro. That you're not that guy. If that would have been,
at least you don't come off as being that guy.
Exactly. You've never been that guy. If that would have been Suge Knight, everybody would have said, "Oh shit, that's Suge Knight. That's what he do. And that's what he's on." We all know Suge be on that, and we would have been like, "Damn, Suge, that was bad," but we get that's what he do. That's not Will. He's not that guy.
No,
on his best day, he's not that guy. Even in a movie, he's never been that guy. As Mike Lowry, he's not.
He wasn't that guy.
Exactly.
He doesn't come across as being like that.
Exactly.
And somebody else, I was watching E-Man's show. He did a reaction show at the same time, and somebody else came up with a really good thought too. If Dave Chappelle had told that joke, would he have gone up and bitch slapped Dave Chappelle?
I don't know, man.
I don't
know. My thing is though, I don't think Dave, I don't think Dave would have even let it got that far, but Dave would have really just went in after that, I believe.
Oh yeah,
I believe Dave. Dave would have just rolled. He would have been roasted his ass. Yeah, he'd have put him on a spit and been slow turning him, and we'd be talking about that till he went on commercial. He would have did a stand up on that if that was Dave, in my opinion. That's what I think he would have done.
Yeah. No, but it just seems really, he might have been standing up. I didn't know about Jada's alopecia until tonight.
Yeah,
I really had no idea. So, I mean, if that was a sensitive subject, I get it. I understand. And yeah, maybe he did cross the line. But again, take it backstage, dude. It doesn't make you any more of a man to go up and do that in front of the entire world.
Yep.
That's
what's up, man. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for stopping by, man.
Sure enough, bro. Love your show.
Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
Enough. You too.
All right. And I'm going to say this again. If she do get some shit wrong with her, I don't know. And I don't give a shit. Whatever the fuck is wrong with her, that was not Chris Rock's intention to offend her in that manner. His intention was to do his job. I tell jokes. I talk about people. There is not a comedian alive that does not do that. He literally did not make it, oh, well, he was just picking on her. Nope. He worked the room. It was just like in Nutty Professor. Y'all remember when Reggie Warrington was coming out and he was like, women be shopping, women be shopping. And he started working his way around the room until Eddie Murphy, or should I say Sherman Klump, realized, oh shit, he working the room. He coming around to me. I'm going to be next. And by the time Sherman got up to get out, it was woo-wee. That's what it was. It was too late. He was doing what comedians do. Work the room, period. And every comedian on the Oscars does the same exact shit. Whether it's fucking Whoopi and Billy Crystal, whether it's fucking Kevin Hart, whether it's fucking Chris Rock, whether it's fucking Wanda Page, Wanda Sykes, rest in peace, Wanda Page, Wanda Sykes, and so on and so forth. That was bullshit, bro. I'm gonna bring, man, I'm so glad to have a woman get her point of view. First one tonight. The Empire of Jesus Christ World Evangelism. My goodness. All right, sister.
How are you? Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead and please give me your thoughts on this.
You know, it's a little sad. You said something earlier. You spoke about purpose. And actually, I just had a message. I did a message earlier this evening in my services. And I said, when a purpose is unknown, abuse is inevitable. So even though these people are celebrities and, they're making money, it doesn't mean that there's not things that are going on inside of them mentally, emotionally. You and I have had bad days. All of us have had bad days. All of us have done things we weren't proud of. He who has not sinned, let him cast the first stone. However, I have to agree with you. He has so much on the line. He has, you were talking about his, the word that you kept using, his brand.
Yes.
So when you have that kind of brand, that didn't happen overnight, by the way. When you have that kind of brand that you have worked hard to get to, and you've worked hard to get there. You want to protect, you want to protect certain things. So it's really sad because, first of all, we are kings and queens. That's number one. Some people used to talk about, you all come from slaves. No, baby, we don't come from slaves. Let me help you tonight. We come from kings and queens that were forced into slavery. That's two different things. Okay. So we come from kings and queens. Okay. Now the narrative that some of the demons wanted to put on us and what they wanted to try to take us through, that's a whole nother story. But we're kings and queens, baby. Don't get it twisted. All right. But I just want to share that. Thank you so much.
Okay. I have to do this before I let you go. I have to rebut that. So okay. The fact of the matter is, as slaves, we were sold by the kings and queens of our own people as slaves that were brought over here, and then we were just bred. That's how we got to where we are today. But our own people are the ones that put us into this situation. But that's a whole nother discussion for another day. But I would love to have that debate, but I definitely couldn't let that go. I got to be who I am.
Well, listen, we can certainly have that discussion because I do know this, because where there are books, there are many books, and we can study until we're weary. But the bottom line is obey God and keep his commandments. But I will say this, in 1776, I believe it was around 1776 when the Illuminati was introduced by Adam Weishaupt, or I believe that was it. But anyway, the bottom line is it goes back to when you and I weren't born, right? So they had stuff going on to the point where when we arrived in this satanic system, they already had that stuff manifesting before we arrived. So it's very sad, but it is what it is. But I do know no weapon formed against a child of God will prosper. And I do know we are too blessed to be stressed when we come back to, our Creator.
I would definitely like for you to email me and and for us to just debate one day and just talk about some things like that. I think it would be interesting. So please feel free. My information is in the description box. And let's, if we can set something up, that would be great. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, King. Good night.
All righty. Good night. All right, let's go to old man. And before I bring in the next person, I will say this. I think that we definitely agreed on the brand piece. And that was my thing before with the whole entanglement. What she did, I do not believe Jada Pinkett-Smith was the first woman to ever cheat on her husband. I don't believe that. I don't believe that Jada Pinkett-Smith was the first woman to ever be in a entanglement or whatever other fuck shit she wanted to call it. My thing was this. That was the first time that we've ever seen something like that as far as us black folks and somebody having a brand like he did or like he does and to be embarrassed like that. That was my biggest thing about what happened. The fact that she went and she slept with her son's friend, who was literally mentally struggling. I believe she took advantage of him because she is a broken person, just like, if not worse than August was. And she manipulated him because she was older. She manipulated him and she used him, plain and simple. And she literally chewed him up and spit him out. That's my thing. And she did it, and it got out on a national level, and everybody knew it. And it was embarrassing for Will Smith's brand and to him as a man. It was emasculating. Go ahead. Next person to come in, old man. What's your thoughts, sir?
Hey, I sat there when this first started coming on. I was finishing up some stuff to get ready to go to sleep. I saw this on, and I was just stunned. I thought it was a bit at first until he went off and started screaming from the audience. And the first thing that popped into my head is Will Smith is having a Mel Gibson moment. You remember what happened like a couple of years back where Mel Gibson was going through that divorce, went crazy, started screaming at people, got arrested, said a whole bunch of racist stuff. Yep. Will Smith's going through that right now. That's what's happening with Will Smith. And you can see it on you've been saying it the entire time. She did some stuff, embarrassed him publicly, and then he goes up on stage after somebody makes fun of him. He looks back at her, and I noticed that too. He looks back at her and then goes up on stage. Yep. He's having this moment. They're going to be divorced in a year, or one or two things are going to happen. They're going to be divorced in a year, or Will Smith's going to be in jail because he's going to do something worse. He just slapped a man in view of the entire nation and the world. And one thing to remember too, Will Smith was in Chris Rock's shoes before he was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, before all this other kind of stuff. Will Smith was a comedian. He's done what Chris Rock has done. He knows the game that Chris Rock is playing. That's why he was laughing.
That's why he laughed. Yes, because he knew it was a joke and he appreciated it for it being the joke.
But as soon as he got that reminder, what happens? All that home stuff comes flooding back in. He has his Mel Gibson moment. The only difference is we heard about it on the news with Mel Gibson. We saw it live on TV. Like, look, just on replay.
Right.
That was a real slap. That was a real slap. And I was stunned when I first saw it. And I was like, okay, that has to be a bit. Because Chris Rock I can't get over his professionalism in this.
Yeah.
I can't get over it. But you're right. If Dave Chappelle had been on that stage, that would have been that would have been a different kind of show.
Yep. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Dave boxes a little bit too. But yes, I'm gonna say this part too, though. I just thought about this. He wouldn't have did that to Dave Chappelle because Dave Chappelle actually gave Will Smith a gig once recently, like in like a past couple of years or something. It was either right before COVID, I think hit. I think it was right before COVID hit. Dave Chappelle let Will Smith open up for him. Not in the stand-ups that the last two that he did, but I think the one before that. So I think if you go back 3 stand-ups, when Dave was on the road with that stand-up, he let Will Smith actually prepare a set, and actually to let him come and open up for him. So he wouldn't have did shit if Dave Chappelle was the one up there. He wouldn't have said nothing.
The thing that gets me the most is you can tell that the things that are going on at home with Will Smith right now are having such a I don't feel bad for him, but I really, really feel bad for him. Once the shock wears away and everything else like that, it's like, oh my God, what is going on in his head right now?
I don't feel bad for him. I
Yeah,
don't understand. I don't feel bad for him. Will Smith is one of the most sought after, if not, I mean, actors, one of the greatest actors of all time. He is, if he was single, he would probably be one of the most eligible bachelors in the world. Not just in LA, not just in America, in the world. He is an international icon. Will Smith can go to China and shut it down. Will Smith can go to Egypt and shut it down. He can go to a small village in Soweto and buy it. He can go do anything he wants.
Exactly.
He's one of those super rich elite 1%, and he got fame and power. I don't feel sorry for him, not one good goddamn bit. Sorry. He's laying in that bed, and he needs to just, whatever it is he's doing, it's to his own doing. Whatever, good, bad, or indifferent, whatever he got going on with Jada, his kids are grown as fuck. He don't have to be with her. He want to be with her. He want to be mistreated by her. He wants to try to overcome the whole thing of her loving Tupac, and he ain't. He's trying to compete, and he's trying to win, and he won't. He's trying to do it, and she don't want him and won't ever want him like she wanted Tupac. It'll never happen, and he can't get it through his thick skull. That's his challenge. Go ahead with your last thought.
Yeah, my whole thing is, the reason I said I don't feel bad for him because of the reason that you said. The reason I feel bad for him is because I've seen friends of mine be put in that situation before, where things are going on and suddenly what he had right there was a mental break. Enough said about it. He had a mental breakdown right there. And that's why I said one of two things are going to happen in the next year. He's going to divorce her. He's going to wind up in prison because he's going to do something worse, because he just assaulted a man in front of the world. In front of the world.
I get it, man. Well, I appreciate your thoughts, man. Thank you so much. Have a good night, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that PayPal or Cash App, my man.
You have a nice one, all right?
I will say this. I do not think that Will Smith will leave Jada. If they are ever to get a divorce, it will be Jada that leaves Will. And here's why. As broken, as mentally fucked up, as much of an ain't shit bitch Jada Smith is, Will Smith, his brokenness and his fucked upness is him competing with a nigga who ain't even here no more. And he feels that I'm Will Smith, I can do anything, and I can win this bitch over to where she love me more than Pop. He likes the competition and trying to live up to what she had before. He likes that. That's his kick. That's his thing. He likes that thing of trying to be everything that she wants him to be or would need him to be, as if he was Tupac. That's why he did what he did. That is not him. That is him trying to be like Tupac. Plain and simple. Because I guarantee you, if he wouldn't have did shit or said shit, her fucked up mind, she would have probably told him that in the ride on the limo home. Yeah, Tupac wouldn't have let nobody talk to me like that. That's why I don't love your ass like him. That's the kind of fucked up relationship I believe that they have. She would have told him that shit. Yeah, Pac wouldn't have let that happen. Nigga. Say what you want to say, do what you want to do with your big movies and all that shit, but Tupac wouldn't have let nobody, especially no Chris Rock, talk to me like that. And that's why he did what he did. He went from laughing and giggling, to keep your name, my wife name, out your fucking mouth. I ain't never even heard Will say fucking before. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is now thugging up, thugging out, swelling up. Yeah, what the fuck ever. Nigga, that was a great acting scene. All we needed was somebody to come across next and be like, and cut. Good take, Will. Thank you so much. That was great energy, man. I think we're going to take that to print. That was the only thing that was missing. Go ahead, Wilbert.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, sir. What are your thoughts?
All right. First, I'd like to congratulate you on your show. Like your show.
Thank you, man.
I go far as back in you and Tommy doing a relationship rehab.
We was doing the guru and the whore.
Yeah, there it is. I love that show.
That's what's up.
What's up, Pontoon? All right. My thing is, I seen it just earlier, not too long ago today, but surprising. He chose violence, basically. Right? Okay. One, it messes up his brain. He chose violence, right? Because if that was 50 Cent, thinking back to how 50 was crowning him on Instagram and all that. And he said, F you back, and that was that. If it was somebody bigger, and I'm a Will Smith fan, wholeheartedly. I'm just a fan of Will Smith. Not Jada, but Will Smith.
True indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I said, yeah, that's true indeed. I was a fan. I'm still a fan of Will Smith. I still like Will Smith and what he's done with the reboot of Fresh Prince. I'm looking forward to I Am Legend 2, all of that. But this right here, my man, you embarrassed yourself and you played yourself trying to impress a thought.
And then not only that, it's almost like if you watch the episodes of Tommy and Force, he's chasing a ghost, basically. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
He chased the ghost.
And not only chasing him now, been chasing the ghost. He's been after that whole Tupac thing. I'm gonna make you love. In his mind, I gotta get her to love me more than she love Pac. Nigga, Pac is dead and gone. And if she's still in love with him, why won't you just let her have that? Why do you want it? My thing is this. Why would I don't want to take that from you. If there's anything, and let me tell you, let me stop and have a man moment here. Men, any woman that measures you, puts you up against old nigga, new nigga, side nigga, that other nigga, whatever other niggas in her life, been in her life or was a part of her life, if you gotta live up to that, why would you be with that woman? If you ain't got enough if you ain't enough of a man to say, you know what, I like you, I love you, and I really want to be with you, but I'll be damned if I let you measure me up against these other niggas. I'll go find me somebody else. I'll go be the knight in shining armor. I'll go be somebody else's Tupac. How about that? And when you have as much, and I'm talking about a nigga who ain't got shit, and you got a nigga like this that got it all except for a respectable wife. But I'm just saying, when you have as much as he has and you're still in that rut, it just goes to show how anybody can be a simp, cook, a weak nigga, whatever you want to call it. Because there's no way in the world that any man should put himself in this type of situation repeatedly. This is all what we know. Imagine what we don't know for the past, how many years they've been married? 20, 25 years, easy, 20 years? Imagine what we don't know, y'all. Just think about that. Imagine how deep the rabbit hole goes. Exactly, and the fact that true. August Alsina was inside this bitch, I know that rabbit hole is deep than a motherfucker. But I'm just saying, imagine how deep it goes and how broken and fucked up she is and how she's constantly putting that on Will. And Will's constantly like, yes, give me more, give me more, give me more. It's insane that a man would do that to himself. Go ahead, bro.
Well, what it is too, like, he didn't get the respect in the first place. Sometimes how you start is how you end. And I learned now in relationships, being the age that I am, you demand respect before anything else. I don't care for love. I care for respect, appliance, you know what I'm saying? And help. That's it. You know what I mean? For my woman or the significant other. If I can't get that, I'm not happy. Exactly. And he's chasing for that respect that he never established in the first place, in my opinion. He doesn't raise his kids. I just wash my hands of it and go on about my business. Like you said, more likely she might have to divorce him before it's over with. But he's a hell of a reason. So There's no one that she could compare to him. Like I told my homeboy, you're not gonna hear about August Sestina no more. His music career is over with. You won't probably hear from this man again because Will holds just that much power. You know what I'm saying?
Man, let me tell you, you will never
part of Hollywood. You know,
you will. There ain't enough money. There ain't enough of anything to give Will Smith to where he would ever leave her. He ain't gonna ever leave her. If there is a divorce, she will leave him when she's done. And she's not done. She's feasting on her carcass. That's like a fucking lion out in the fucking Serengeti, laying there with a fucking wildebeest. He's just sitting there biting off what he want, licking off the bones you want, and just enjoying yourself as a fucking lion does when a lion makes a kill, and that's Will.
Or
that's just what it is.
He's taking the vows how they is, for better, for worse, rich or poor, sickness and health. So he's riding it out till the wheels fall off. I don't think she may feel the same, of course. But
and I mean,
you know
when you think about it like this, when you look at just the statistics, what is it, like 74% of divorces are initiated by women?
Yes.
So it's like, if that, and we're not talking about somebody who actually is the breadwinner, has the status, has the power, has the fame, has the fortune. I mean, this dude has it all. He has it all, literally. And he ain't going nowhere. That lets you know what it is. He could have left her long time ago. The only reason, and he could have stayed with her and been like, yeah, you know, we have been growing apart for years. And the fact that once the kids got grown, we felt it would be best to leave. He could have paid her whatever she would have wanted. She could have got her half, and he could have made it back. All that money that he had to pay her, he would have made it back in 2 movies.
Yep, because Bad Boys, the other movie coming out.
Bad Boys, I Am Legend, he'd have made it back. No problem whatsoever.
Another Bad Boy coming out for sure.
He would have. So it wasn't about the money. It wasn't about the she gonna break me. I'm gonna be broke. If Johnny Carson could do it, I damn sure know Will Smith can.
Exactly.
Just saying. But go ahead with your final thought.
So like I said, I just think if that was 50 or some one of them real street dudes, that would have never happened. And I got to give it up to Chris Rock. He's another favorite one of my comedians that keep it real, very comical, very good. The way he held his composure and everything was perfect. He handled himself like a man, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm trying to say? You know, that, and then, like I said, we as a people could start doing that, start thinking before reaction and going off emotion. Because emotion is what's getting us killed nowadays. They know how to push the button like, whoo, and next thing you know, we out of there. And there's another thing I wanted to say. I don't care what's said to you. If no man has the right to put his hand on another person, or man or female, off of just hearsay talk.
Words.
You know what I mean? You use your mind to say something back. They say the man had a high IQ since Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He should have used it at that moment in time.
Yes. Absolutely.
You know?
Well, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it, Wilbur. Thank you so much for taking the time out to stop by, man. My man. Have a good night,
all right,
bro.
Nice talking to you, Brian.
Yes, sir.
Hope to see you one day.
All right, bro. And I will say this as I wrap this up because I didn't want to go too long. I'll say this, man. Some people will say Will Smith had a bad moment. Some people will say Will Smith was standing up for his wife. Some people will say Chris Rock shouldn't have said what he said. My point is this. Black folks, Americans, people, however you want to call it, however you want to group us, we have to get to a point to where we are able to actually use the English language without it being a thing to where we have to go to war and scorch the earth when people don't like the words we choose. Think about it like this. I can remember clearly in the 70s, 80s, the word nigger was said on Archie Bunker. The word nigger was said on George Jefferson, on the Jeffersons. The word nigger was able to be said all the time by Red Fox. If you ever get to watch the old Sanford and Sons, there's a great goddamn show, and he still said it. They said it back then. Now, the only people that can say it are black folks. Well, here's my thing, and I was just talking to my wife about this, actually. When you get to a point to where words upset you, that's one thing, because somebody could say something to me that offends me. I can be offended. I have that right. That's a feeling. I could feel like I was offended. I could even go as far as to say the words you use disrespected me. However, I should not feel that it's okay for me to get physical with someone because of the words they've used. You put your hands on me, let's get it cracking. You walk up to me with a weapon, I get it, let's do the damn thing. But the last time I checked, words should not make anyone want to hurt another person, especially another man, another woman, another colleague, another homie, another business partner, it should not make you want to get to that point. It's just like I told my wife in the car, I was like, man, you know what? I said, babe, if I was out in the streets or I was out somewhere and a white person called me a nigga, I'd be like, wow, that's what we on? At best. I'm not going to want to fight somebody that calls me a nigga. I'm just not. Because I listen to the word nigga every time I put on a Pop Smoke song, every time I listen to Tupac, Strictly for My Niggas, every time I listen to a rap song, I hear that word. And it doesn't strike a chord in me to where I feel offended when Pac say it. I don't feel offended when Pop Smoke say it. I don't feel offended when Eazy-E says it. I don't feel offended when Dr. Dre says it. I don't. And if somebody else does, those should be the same people that don't say the word. But the fact that we use that word and we're allowed to use it, the English language don't work that way. That's our word. Anybody that says that to you is a fucking idiot. That's our word. Y'all can't use it. How the fuck you just own words? Nigga, please.
Okay, you dumb son of a bitch.
You dumb son of a bitch.
We should never have gotten to this point. And that's one of the reasons why I did this. We should never have gotten to this point to where somebody can't say something. Now, let's take it a step further and turn it up a notch. We should never have gotten to the point to where a comedian can't do comedy. We should never get to a point to where somebody who makes jokes for a living can't make jokes. Because a joke is going to be one thing. It's either going to be something that's going to make you laugh, or it's going to be something that's going to not make you laugh. One or the other. There's not a joke I've ever heard that made me want to go slap somebody. Maybe slap my knee. Ha ha ha. Maybe slap another nigga hand. That shit was funny as hell, nigga. But not to the point to where I want to go and slap somebody. It's like, and it's odd enough I got this damn shirt on. It's like you Grimlock, you stupid motherfucker. Me, Grimlock, don't like joke. Me, Grimlock, going to destroy. He might as well did that. And before I wrap it up, I'll give it another few minutes. If anybody disagree with me, want to hit the link, go right ahead. But I'm just telling you, why do we have to get to this point on a national stage at the fucking Oscars to where this is what niggas do? He said my wife was going to be in G.I. Jane too. Actually, the bitch should be hoping for the role. She ain't had a fucking hit movie since forever. Jason's Lyric was her last biggest movie. This bitch ain't been the star in a movie since fucking Jason's Lyric. Set it off, maybe? She should be chomping at the bit. I hope we can do a G.I. Jane 2. I'm up for it. That's what she should be saying. Send me the motherfucking script. That's what she should have said. Send me the script, Chris. She'd have brought the house down with that. Bitch ain't worked in years. just telling you what it is, the truth. And a lot of motherfuckers don't like to hear that. I get it. Sound like I'm hating, whatever the fuck. It's the truth. That's exactly what the fuck this is. There's no way that we should get to this point, and especially us as black folks, all my pro-blacks out there, hear this. Because all it was at the end of the day, black man made a joke, black bitch got mad, other black man go fight black man. That's that whole, you gonna talk about my mama. Like, what? Are you serious? And these is $20 million movie niggas. I'm not gonna even Google they fucking net worth because it's insane. It's sickening. These niggas got this much money and they acting like this. Well, I'm sorry, not these niggas. This nigga got this much money and he's acting like this at the fucking Oscars. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. You hear me? You keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Yeah. Will you all, boy, don't put on the tough scene here, bro. This is the last place you need to be acting. Like, come the fuck on, dude. Really? This is the shit, and I'm going to tell you this. Shout out to my bro, Tommy. This is the same shit he talk about when he say, it'll always be a bitch getting another nigga into some fuck shit. Because right now, ain't nobody talking about Jada. Right now, it's Will Smith. Joke wasn't about Will. Joke was about his bitch. Now, they about to play damage control. Or somebody said he cried too. Right. I know it's about to be Wonder Twin Powers activate. Shape of victim. Form of victim 2. And they're about to make this shit into a fucking carnival act. That's exactly what this is. Because she didn't like what he said. You let this man, and my point is this. If she really ever gave a shit about this man, she'd have stopped him. She'd have been like, hold on, baby. Baby. Don't you go do that. She'd have hit him with the Michelle Obama. We don't go low, we go high. You think Michelle Obama would have let Barack walk up there like that? Look here. Keep Michelle's name out of your mouth. Better yet, keep Michelle's name out of your fucking mouth, Chris. That's what Obama would have did. He'd have been sitting there with his legs crossed, like the metrosexual he is, and would have been like, huh, all right now, Chris, I'll have you killed. You do know the Secret Service still work for me, right, Chris? And he would have let that shit alone like that, like, hey. You think Bill Clinton would have let that? Bill Clinton would have told him, like, hey, boy, you know, we killed plenty of people as the Clintons. We'll kill one nigga too now. That ain't going to be no problem for us. We used to do that in Arkansas all the time. At best. He ain't going to let nobody do that. I mean, everybody else was laughing. It was all good. And there you go. Who fucked up the party? Black woman. Black girl, annoying little girl. We should have put your ass in the back of the theater. Black girl, precious little girl. We should have sat your ass in the back row. Yeah, that's what they should have did. Matter of fact, I'm going to make this suggestion to the panel and the board of the Oscars. Y'all might want to just start banning black women in the front row. Yeah, I'm sorry, but Lapita, due to what happened last year, black women are only allowed to be. Well, are you with someone? You by yourself? Okay, then you fine. you with somebody, okay, due to what occurred last year, you and your husband gonna have to sit in the back. We're sorry. We just want to keep things safe. Shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. I just want to say, man, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. We're coming right up on 2 hours. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you guys, those that agreed, those that disagreed, those that are willing to come on the show. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate it. Y'all, please click the like button, click the subscribe button, and click that donate button. Y'all gave y'all a great show. Come on now. Give it up to your boy. Give it up. And all I want to say is this before I leave. You gotta really watch your brand at all times, even when your wife ain't doing it. That's the one message I will send to Will Smith. Will, if you watching this, bro, you need to protect your brand, and you really need to watch who the fuck is in your corner, because she clearly is not. That's all I got to say. That's it. Because my thing is, there's no way any woman, I ain't gonna even go with the black woman thing, any woman would have let her man get out of pocket and act this goddamn stupid being at the status he is. If that would have been Becky, if that would have been Sarah, if that would have been Jennifer, she would have been like, no, Will, don't. Will, no. She would have stopped him at all costs. We're not going to do this. No, William. William, don't go. Will, don't. Will, don't. He's an asshole. It's fine. That's what she would have did. Chris Rock's an asshole. And that would have been it. That would have been it. Instead, that's all you just gonna sit there and laugh with him, huh? Oh, you think that shit funny too? Pac wouldn't have laughed. That's exactly the look she gave him. Pac wouldn't have laughed. Fuck, you just gonna let him just talk about me, huh? I bet you Tupac wouldn't have let that happen. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. That's the shit I'm talking about. And that is my problem with us. We always quick to get so caught up in our feelings and our emotions to let it all get burned down, scorched earth, fire off all the fucking nukes because of how I feel. We've got to get past that shit, y'all. We've got to get to a point to where our feelings, they do matter. They do. I'm not knocking that. I don't want you to be a fucking robot. I understand that. I understand that you're a person. But you still have to keep your emotions in check to where you don't overreact. And she just gave this dude's fucking image a black eye over nothing, over a timely, well-warranted joke. Timely and well-warranted. You don't want nobody saying nothing about you, don't sit your ass up front. It's just like at a comedy show. You don't want nobody making no smart remarks about you. You don't want nobody talking about you. Don't go sit in the front row. Don't go sit in the front row. And I will say this. Shout out to Chris Rock. I appreciate you holding it down for us coloreds. Keeping us. Hopefully we can still say when this is all over, Will Smith might not be allowed at the Oscars, but hopefully Chris Rock can come back at some point. It is what it is, man. Thank you guys so much, man. Please click that like button. Click that subscribe button, man. Give me your thoughts. Leave them in the comment section, man, and hit that Cash App. I love y'all. Till next time. Peace, and I'm out. I bet you. I bet you when if Chris Rock take him to court and he take him to court and he go in the courtroom and they come with that settlement, at the end of the settlement, Chris Rock go tell Will Smith, A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
Someone should have told you not to fuck with me.
Oh man, hey, look, before I get it, I'm gonna go ahead and give you your shine, NC Fayetteville. I did apologize. I said, hey man, I'm sorry. I thought you was disagreeing with me like you normally do. Maybe if you change your stance and always stop being that guy, then I wouldn't have assumed what I did. But I do apologize. I hope you can sleep tonight. I love y'all, man. Peace, and I'm out.
What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you to do two things. What are those two things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to the Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's two of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff, anything that's happening. I'm willing to have a conversation about it, so come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.